All right, little NFL Network courtesy of Comcast today. Why? Because football is on my mind. The Indianapolis NFL Combines this week. That 40-yard dash. Who will be the most impressive? The vertical leap. And just watching these young, incredible athletes do what they do best. And man, I must tell you, NFL Network does a great job showing us the future stars of the National Football League. Now, coming up along the road this week, we will talk to Greg Diulis on our sports line, courtesy of our AT&T phone, because he is in Indianapolis. He, of course, from Vantage Management Group, part of the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show, and a professional sports agent. Has many NFL stars, including Derek Wolfe of the Denver Broncos, just to name a few. He'll be breaking it down and giving us all the excitement. Then, of course, when he gets back later in the week, he'll be on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show at 11 with a complete rundown of what happened at the Combines this week in Indianapolis. Now, some big news happening for our Steelers. And by the way, anytime you're talking Steelers at your local watering hole or watching them on a giant, beautiful HD TV or just with your friends enjoying something at home, and especially as you can see, the Shamrock is proudly in sight because of St. Patrick's Day, why not pick up some of this? Rooney's Old Irish Ale. Love that family, love that brand. And yes, cheers to some Rooney's Lager, just in time for St. Patrick's Day. Great combination, Jameson whiskey, fine wine and spirits, and Rooney's, the only way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Now, Steelers yesterday, Antonio Brown, coming off of a year that he caught 106 catches for 1,284 yards and 12 TDs. He has been playing like the best, and now he's going to be paid like one of the best. $73 million over the next 5 years. We'll talk to Greg more about that. We discussed it a little bit last night with Eric Hagman. We'll talk to Greg about it later this week. And also, Jim Equals of the Beaver Allegheny County Times is set to join us on Thursday night. Steelers also put the franchise tag on Le'Veon Bell for $12 million. Significant statement, I believe, because he is a significant part of that football team. So, big news for the Steelers. And yes, Indianapolis this week, the Combines. I absolutely love what the NFL Network does. Now, let's shift gears a little bit and talk some hockey. The American Airlines Center tonight in Dallas, a little after 8. Pens back on the ice, taking on Dallas. They are currently with 38 wins on the year, and Sidney Crosby, of course, league leading with 34 goals. After practice yesterday, Coach Mike Sullivan says, I still think we can elevate our game. They're 13-10-5 on the road this year and 12-4-5 against Western opponents. They're in second place in the Metro Division. So the Pens taking on Dallas tonight, American Airlines Center. The Pittsburgh Pirates are playing baseball at the newly named Lecom Field. I love it. In Bradenton, a little after 1, that game underway as of right now. And yes, Pirates spring training continues. Don't forget everything you need to know. 93.7 The Fan, and all season long as well. Just a few little sports notes for you, and we'll be back shortly. One more before we hit the road for the Brighton Hot Dog Shop to fill you in on some exciting basketball from Beaver County that was covered by those guys from the Beaver Allegheny County Times. That's coming up with your Pratte Pack.